you say hello?
Say good morning.
Say hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a very extreme nesting video. I feel like we have not really done anything other than buy stuff and let it accumulate for this baby. Like nothing is set up yet. Nothing is actually prepared for him to arrive. So today we're gonna get all of that stuff ready. And I have a really long list of things that we're gonna go through. I'm gonna start unboxing and washing a lot of the baby stuff that I have for him. We're gonna pull the car seat out of the garage and vacuum it and install it into the car. We're gonna set up the double stroller. We're gonna put all of the washed baby clothes away, which I still have to wash. That will also be happening today. I'm gonna organize the change table on our dresser in our bedroom, finish packing the hospital bag, pull out some of the stuff in the closet that's been just in storage since she was a baby, sanitize pacifiers. I feel like that's gonna be kind of the game plan for today. So, oh, we're also setting up the bassinet. So that's the big one that we need to get done. So there's a long list of things to do, but come along and enjoy the journey with us. We had a change of plans because Vivian is not interested in napping this afternoon, so we're gonna do this as a family. All right, so first order of business is vacuuming out the bassinet attachment for the upper baby and then for the car seat as well. So this is the Mezza and this is a part of the Vista. So once we get that actually clean, I think then we'll install the car seat in the car, and then we're actually going to put the Vista stroller together with the little double seat attachment. So time to get these nice and clean because they've been sitting in our garage for the past couple of months.
Okay, that's one down.
Telling me.
Okay, so basically I'm putting together the, I don't know what it's called. I guess it's like a bassinet. I think that's what it's called, the bassinet. But basically it just sits attached to the side of the bed so that the baby isn't actually in the bed with us, but it's easier for Beth to just roll over and the baby's right there. So it doesn't have one side on it, it just pushes right up to your bed. But I'm gonna put it together, see how long this takes me.
Look at that. What do you think, Viv? Is your brother gonna like it? Oh, this is gonna be so nice to be able to just roll over and grab him in the night. How was it with the setup?
It was good. It was easy to build. The wood is really good wood, and it's very adjustable depending on what bed you have. So
then this piece is what will...
That piece I think is what makes it kind of an independent thing instead of something that needs your bed.
Yeah, I know that there's also wheels that we have coming in the mail for it, which will be nice because then we can roll it to other rooms in the house too. That was a big thing off the list. I'm probably now going to need to add these to my laundry pile because this isn't the actual mattress protector, it's just the Tranquility mattress, so I need to wash these when I do the rest of the laundry and then actually get that onto the bassinet as well. All right, you guys, this has been quite the day for us. We just got Vivian down to sleep. It is now 3 p.m. and this is her first nap of the day, so we're a little behind on our proposed schedule of how we were going to get everything done today. We didn't actually finish the stuff because I needed to find the pieces for the newborn insert, which I found. So we're gonna get that situated. And then I think we're gonna set up the stroller and then I'll move on to the clothing stuff. So she's finally asleep and we can continue with the process of nesting for our second child. So these were the pieces that we needed to find for the car seat. But then while I was looking for them, I also found these tiny little baby Air Force Ones, which are the cutest things ever. So I pulled those out for the baby as well. We never actually had Vivian in the newborn insert because when we brought her home, she was already like 10 pounds. So we had to take it off to get her home from the hospital.
We called our friends because we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, we were like, what's happening? Like, are we doing something wrong? But it was literally just we had a massive baby. Cool. Okay. So wait, it's gonna be over her towards us. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be so high up. There we go.
Another boogie doogie.
Oh my gosh. Data 2 coming in. We've populated the stroller. Show you guys what it looks like. Also ignore all of our mobile church stuff in the back. But here's the top piece. So this is where your older child would sit in the stroller, and like you can tilt this and do different configurations with it, and then this is where the new baby goes. So either in the car seat or the bassinet attachment down here is where baby will be. Okay, so the next thing on my list is to sanitize all the pacifiers. We bought all brand new pacifiers for baby number 2. I'm pretty sure that's just like a standard thing that you're supposed to do because technically you should be like replacing your child's pacifiers every few months or so. We're going with the brand Bibs again. We absolutely love them. They're BPA free. These are a couple of the different little colors that we have for baby boy. Just more of the like army greens and beigey tones. I also got a couple of black because I thought that that would be fun as well. So I think I got all of these in size 1, and that size works for 0 to 6 months. So I'm going to boil them and basically just do that for 5 minutes. You don't need to add any like soaps or detergents or like cleaning solutions because all that stuff is just chemicals. Honestly, just boiling the soothers in the water for 5 minutes and then taking them out and letting them properly dry is perfect. So I'm going to do that and then throw some of these just literally everywhere around the house that we could find ourselves needing a soother in the next couple of weeks. For now, it just made more sense for us to have him share with us and then Vivian keep her own room. So this is kind of the solution that we are going with. The fact that there is a TV above the change table is a little less aesthetic than the mirror that we had above the change table in Vivian's room, but this is honestly just real life. I'm glad that we have a TV above this dresser now because I didn't have a TV in our room after the first time I was postpartum, and we were on 2 different levels of the house when people would come over. So I would like be upstairs and then they would take the baby down and I would literally just be like upstairs in bed with nothing to do, and my baby wasn't even with me. So I'm not gonna do that this time. People can come to me in this room. And so that is why the TV is like so high on the wall. I told my husband that I thought like a reasonable height would be here, but he was nervous about like pee and stuff and said like, we'll just move it down later if it's not an issue. So this little changing basket here is actually from Indigo. I believe the brand is Ollie Ella. And then this is actually also from Indigo. I got this to be like his baby blanket because I wanted something that was like really, really soft and just like gushy kind of feeling. And this one is huge, so I'm really excited to wrap him up in that. This is all burp cloths as well, so I actually do need to take this out and wash all that today. And I probably will just wash all of these again as well, just because you never know. I need to also unpackage that and wash it today. And then the Solly baby wrap I want to take out and wash as well. So that is kind of what is up here, but I need to make this more of like a functional diaper zone. So I'll probably do that at some point in this video, just set out some like size 1 diapers, wipes, essentials to be able to grab really quickly when we're up here. I have a ton of like thrifted and hand-me-down baby boy clothes, so if you see this and you're like, You have so much already. I didn't buy all of this. This is all just like secondhand and hand-me-down stuff from mostly my sister, who has 2 little boys, and also my mom, who has 2 little adopted boys. So there is lots of boy clothes circulating around in the family, and I'm really excited to be able to reuse a lot of that stuff. The stuff that I did separate out was anything that still had a tag on it that I don't want to go into the wash with a tag on it. So now I need to basically just like remove all of those tags and then throw all this in, and then I will do the 2 separate loads. I feel like doing the newborn laundry is honestly one of my favorite things because it's all just like so tiny and fresh and cute, even though it is a lot because everything is so small and it's like a lot of little tiny like monotonous folds. But I just can't get over like how little everything is. It is like already so shocking to see it, even just seeing how big Vivian has gotten in the last little bit. So yeah, I like, as much as this stuff takes so long to do, I'm reminding myself to be grateful because the tiny little laundry stage only lasts for so long. So I'm gonna wash all of this with a natural detergent. I usually use 7th generation Free and Clear. I found that that was the best one with Vivian's skin when she was a newborn. So I'm gonna go do a load of all this stuff and then we can move on to the next thing. Okay, you guys, don't hate me, but I know that I said that I would show you guys the process of putting things away. I'm gonna have to just show you the final product because last night I ended up getting some Braxton Hicks and I didn't think that it was labor, but for whatever reason, just like the feeling of it, it just put me into that headspace of like, oh my gosh, like he actually could come tonight. Like, and I have no way of knowing if that's gonna happen or not. And I have so much to do. So I ended up like taking a quick nap, and then when I woke up from that, I was like super motivated, super energized, ready to get stuff done. So I actually like folded and put away all of his clothes last night, like set up the dresser for the change table situation, pulled together stuff for the hospital bag. So I'm going to show you guys all of that stuff today and just fill you in kind of on how things are set up and actually put all the stuff into the hospital bag and pack it with you guys. So that is the current update. All right, so this is what we have up top right now, and then inside baby's drawers. So all of these clothes have been washed and put away, kind of organized by size in the types of clothes that are here. These are pretty jam-packed. So if I don't love this organization system, I can always change it or move a few things out. I just had a lot of like hand-me-downs and things like that in similar sizes. So everything that would be like preemie or newborn is essentially on the top, and depending on the baby size, all of that will just come right out if he's too big. Essentially, that's what happened with Vivian. We didn't even end up getting to the preemie stuff or the newborn stuff. So all of that is on top for now, but then all of the other clothes like that are 0 to 3, things like that are in this drawer. I don't think that this one goes beyond kind of like 3 or 4 months. Moving on to this drawer here, this is where a little bit more of the color is happening. So I have some more like outfit type things in here, like cozy sweaters and things like that. Also a couple of like pajama type sleepers that I wanted to have like really easily accessible when I'm changing him up here. So that is all in this drawer. And then finally, coming over to this drawer, this is more of like diaper change stuff. So I have all of our size 1 diapers here. I did grab a couple of newborn size diapers, but we never ended up needing them with Vivian. So I just have them kind of on standby in case I do need them. But we love Pampers Pure, so I grabbed those in size 1, some Pampers Pure wipes. These are all little containers of pseudo cream that were actually samples, but I never run out of these samples. I have a bunch of those that I just got in like a welcome package from the midwives. I think back here there's like a couple of teething toys that just aren't needed yet. But then out here are a couple of accessories. So some baby hats. I did really need to get hats this time because it'll be colder. The Nike Air Force Ones, because those are so cute. So I have those here. And then in here, I just have a couple more like baby type accessories. So all the sanitized soothers went away. That's a pair of baby shoes in that bag. And then some extra mittens. Up top, this is still kind of the same, but I did wash his baby blanket and put it in here. And then I have the changing mat in here that was also washed. I found one of Vivian's baby blankets when I was unpacking all the baby stuff. So I pulled that out just because I thought that would be nice to have for like car seat and stuff. And then over here is just some other quick access things. So I never know like what I feel like I'm gonna need until after I'm already postpartum, but I have sanitized breast pumps in here with a couple of disposable nursing pads, some baby lotion, a little bit of extra wipes. These are all burp cloths. I find that those just need to be really easily accessible, so I have those. And then these are burp cloths as well, and then back here is all just swaddles. I wasn't sure where to put this, but I feel like I am going to use the Solly wrap earlier this time than I did with Viv, just because it's going to be so much more necessary to be able to carry him. So I wanted that to be super accessible for me as well. But here is the current setup that we have for baby number 2 in our bedroom. Over here is my deconstructed hospital bag. So this is all the stuff that I just like gathered together and has been strewn in our room. So I'm actually going to put all this away and show you guys how I pack a hospital bag, some of the essentials that I bring. Honestly, go and watch my hospital bag video, because minus a couple of things that I will tell you guys in this video, pretty well every single thing that I packed in my hospital bag last time I did end up using. This time, my goal is to be in the hospital for as little as possible. So I want to labor as much as I can at home. So this is a little bit more minimal than I had the first time, but still pretty well everything that I brought last time is here. So I'll start over here and kind of work my way over, but this is all my midwife paperwork, so I need to bring that. It's got everything that I need. And then over here are all the personal care items. So a scrunchie, a clip, ponytails. I feel like you never know how you're going to feel in labor, so options for that. I have my Freedom Mom Peri bottle, which was a game changer in the hospital. The Peri bottle that they give, at least in Canada, honestly sucks. So this one is really, really good. I loved it, used it throughout my entire postpartum experience. The next thing up here is toilet paper. So this may be a weird one, but the toilet paper, at least in the Canadian hospitals, is like the cheap stuff. Like they're not splurging on toilet paper. So I found that it was like super scratchy, and I actually had a friend recommend with Viv to bring my own, so I'm going to do that again this time. Up here are some super extra maxi absorbent whatever level 1000 pads. You're gonna want basically the largest pads that you can find. The hospital does give some if you want to just use those, but I found that just having my own as backup was really helpful. And then all of this stuff down here is just other personal care essentials. So deodorant, toothpaste, a toothbrush that I'm going to bring. I have dry shampoo, an essential, lip chap, some toothpaste. I brought earplugs last time as well, just because the hospital can be pretty loud, and I thought that was kind of a handy thing, which I did end up using. And then I also have my Clariderm spray. So this is from Young Living. I know that they are kind of like an MLM, but this is a game changer. There is nothing like it. My sister has given it to me for both of my pregnancy and postpartum experiences now, and I feel like it is why I didn't tear so much with a 10-pound baby, and also why my recovery was pretty good too. So I did bring that again. And then up here are the Freedom Mom disposable underwear for postpartum. They fit like a dream, you guys. I wish that I had more of them last time. So this time I got extra, but the disposable underwear and the Peri bottle I feel like are the Freedom Mom products that I would recommend from their postpartum kit. Those are the ones that I really, really loved and will be using again this time. And then down here, I have the Dream Egg, I think D11 portable sound machine. So yes, this is for baby and it can be helpful for the baby, but it's also mostly for us as parents. The hospital is really loud, and when you're trying to sleep at night, there's a lot going on in the hallways and noises and just a lot happening in general. So I ended up bringing the Hatch sound machine last time, but that's in Vivian's room now, and I also felt like it was a little bit clunky to bring to the hospital, so we have this one for this time. And then down here are some personal care items for baby. So more Pampers Pure wipes. I am bringing my own lotion and soap this time. I have a couple of little Hello Bello like tester bottles that I'm going to bring. The reason I'm doing that is because they did do baby's first bath in the hospital last time, and they used Johnson's products, which I know that there's a lot of mixed opinions on it, but I've heard that they can be pretty toxic, so I just wanted to bring my own this time. And then a couple options for diapers. So last time I think I went overboard with diapers, but this time I am going to bring a couple size 1s and then just a couple newborn sizes as well, and just keep it a little bit more minimal. So all of the baby's personal care things will go into this little pouch that I actually thrifted. Back up here, I have my trusty water bottle that I probably will pack a little bit later just because I use it every day, but just wanted to show you guys. So a water bottle, a robe. So I, this time, am planning on not delivering in a hospital robe. I want to be able to wear my own kind of thing, and because I have midwives, that will be actually possible for me. So I actually did buy another robe. You guys know I have a problem with robes. I don't know what it is, but I just like love them. So I got that because it's just so helpful with like breastfeeding and going to the bathroom and stuff postpartum. So I got that from H&M for myself. And then up here, I have a really soft and comfy coming home outfit. So I actually got this from Pink Blush. They sent a couple of options of things to come home in, and that is just like the most thoughtful and luxurious thing. I remember my friend Jenna got me a coming home outfit for the time that I left the hospital with Vivian, and it literally made such a difference for me to feel like someone thought of me in that time. And so I have one for myself just because it is nice to feel cozy and comfy when you leave the hospital. Down here is basically just more clothing. So I have a couple of like footed sleeper options for baby boy, depending on how big he is. If he is on the smaller side, I have this option, but I also did bring this kite baby sleeper that was just really cozy for Viv, so I have both of those. I also have this Halo sleep sack, so I did use that in the hospital with Vivian because her startle reflex was so intense, so I wanted to pack that again just in case. And then over here is a coming home outfit for baby, so I have a cozy little beanie, which is from H&M. This is his coming home outfit, which is also H&M. Thought it was so cute. A Bibs soother that I'm going to bring to the hospital. Some baby mittens just in case he scratches like Vivian did. And then some baby booties as well. Over here, I have a couple of things for myself. So I have this Bravado Designs nursing bra. And then this here is a pair of like spandex biker shorts from a company called Mama Strut. So this is a very interesting thing, but it's almost kind of like not a waist trainer, but it just pulls everything together postpartum with a really thick kind of like band that helps your organs just like stay intact. I remember when I was leaving and kind of like walking around in the hospital with Vivian last time, I just felt like jello and it was very uncomfortable. So I ended up getting this and found that it was really helpful postpartum and wanted to pack it just in case. Last thing over here is my Baby Hug Me pregnancy pillow. So nice that it's already like in a little travel kind of package to go. So I do want to bring this time because I found that it was kind of tricky to breastfeed with the pillow that I had, but also tricky to breastfeed with anything that was already currently at the hospital. So I do want to bring this time too. So in terms of things I cut, this time I'm not bringing nursing pads or a pump, just because I feel like breastfeeding is so new when you have a newborn. It's just colostrum coming in. So it's a little bit unnecessary to expect that I would need those things the first time around. And then in terms of things I still need to pack, I need my speaker, which is currently in the gym garage right now. I need to pack my makeup bag, just grab my pillow off the bed, a couple of snacks because I do plan on eating this time in labor, and then a changing mat, which is currently in the diaper bag with Vivian's stuff, but I do just want to disinfect that and bring it to the hospital as well. When it comes to packing your hospital bag, my best piece of advice would be to pack what you need for yourself to be comfortable while you're there and for your baby to be comfortable, but don't plan on moving in. It's a little bit different if you know you're going in for like a cesarean that's scheduled or an induction, which we were the first time around. So I knew that it was going to be a little bit of a longer stay, but even still trying to keep it very minimal because you're not really going to be in the mind space of like unpacking or going through your bag while you're in there and in labor. Like you're going to be very focused on the task at hand. And then it's all just stuff that you have to unpack and probably keep using when you get home anyway, which can be really frustrating. So try and keep it minimal as much as you feel like you want to be moving in, like to a hotel. It is not a hotel, and they also will give you a lot of stuff there that you'll need as well. So that is my best advice. Alright you guys, now that I am covered in sweat, I am going to wrap up this vlog here. I feel like nesting has been honestly such a different experience this time around with it being our second. Because of the fact that there hasn't been a nursery, so that made me feel like I hadn't really done anything, even though we already just had a lot of stuff in place already. But B, with the fact that we moved, there's just so much nesting that can be done that I feel like it's been a little bit overwhelming for me to focus on the things that like the baby actually needs and I actually need, especially in the first few months, because there's so much that doesn't need to be done immediately, but I put so much pressure on myself to have like everything perfect, everything lined up right away. And with a house that is unfinished and rooms that are just like storage rooms and a bedroom that doesn't have side tables or lamps or things like that, it's been really hard to just feel like I'm ready going into this. But I know that all of those things come secondary to the actual preparation that needs to be done, like spiritually and emotionally and physically in terms of resting. So all that being said, I am going to try and like cap myself out when it comes to nesting after a certain point in time. I really am going to try and like paint Vivian's room this week if I can, to have that at least done, because it would be nice for her room to feel a little bit more settled. But I know that like I'm not going to have the kitchen renovation done. I'm not going to have all the light fixtures changed out, and that's okay. I just need to like take a deep breath and trust that like this is a process, but also a lot of the stuff that you want to do when it comes to nesting can still be done after your baby is born, because like you'll have a baby, but it doesn't mean that you cannot do anything ever again. So again, that's just my pep talk to myself, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful for you to see what it looks like to go through the nesting process for a baby, especially if this is your second. And if you did enjoy it, I would love if you could like this video, but also feel free to subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on other videos like this, whether they are lifestyle or motherhood related, but also just to find out when baby boy is going to be here, because it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, which is super exciting. So until my next video, I love you guys, I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon.